What's up, fight fans? It's your man 3K the Boss, aka Mr. Two Hands Up. You know what it is. Alright, man. So Eddie Hearn says Joshua's a little relieved now that the pressure is gone. Eddie Hearn is certain Anthony Joshua will be devastated once the reality of his professional defeat sets in. Joshua's outspoken promoter always sensed that the wildly popular superstar is somewhat relieved now that he's had the loss. Ruiz's stunning 7th round stoppage Saturday night caused Joshua and Hearn's company, Matchroom Boxing, a lot of money, most notably for a showdown with the WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder. Hearn believes, however, this loss will also reignite a fire within the former heavyweight champion. Fellow Brit Callum Smith, who defended his WBA super middleweight title on the Joshua Ruiz undercard, had the very discussion with Eddie Hearn in the staggering aftermath of Joshua's shocking technical knockout loss at Madison Square Garden. And I do think Hearn said, again, Callum Smith said to me, it seemed like there may be a little bit of relief that the pressure is gone now. And I do think he will come back stronger because I think there was so much pressure on him. I think a part of him might say, oh, I'm the challenger again. Don't get me wrong. He'll be devastated that he's not the champion. But I think the pressure is always on him. He's just a kid from Watford. The 29-year-old Joshua, 22-1, 21 KOs, built himself into a phenomenon never before seen in British boxing after winning a gold medal in 2012 Summer Olympic Games. The 6'6", 245-pounder won the IBF title in just 16 professional fights. He went on to pack Wembley Stadium in London and the Principality Stadium in Cardiff, Wales, twice apiece. His epic brawl with Vladimir Klitschko in April 2017 was awarded Fight of the Year honors by numerous outlets and cemented him as a huge mainstream star in the United Kingdom. Joshua became so popular within the the UK, that thousands of British fans traveled to New York to help him sell out Madison Square Garden for Joshua's United States debut on Saturday night. Hearn noticed that the pressure might be building heavily on the heavily favored Joshua, all the way up until the referee Michael Griffin stopped the fight against Ruiz 1 minute and 27 seconds into the 7th round. It's because he can't go anywhere without getting mobbed, Hearn said. He can't live a normal life, and that's still going to be the same. But at least now, he don't carry the burden of the unified world champion. This and that. He loves the sport, he loves to train, he loves to learn. And I think the reaction from him in the ring, although he was definitely slightly concussed, was almost like, I got beaten by a better fighter tonight, and damn it. Fight fans, this is just an inspirational video that I wanted to drop because, Anthony Joshua is going through a lot right now. It is a devastating loss, but all in truth, I do believe, he's going to learn a lot more from this loss than it's going to hinder him. Considering now that it is very true what Callum Smith is saying, because other boxers can relate with other boxers who have that 0 on their record when they know, it is going to be a relief to get that weight off on them shoulders. And due to the fact that he's such a, an accomplished champion, that rematch clause is only going to bounce him back and make him better. There's a saying from a very wonderful, very beautifully spiritual woman that it's not a setback, it is a setup. So don't live in this moment, Anthony Joshua, because it too shall pass. The blueprint is written out for you in the tape that you have all of the tools to get him out there and get him out there quickly. And I think once you go over that and review it, you're going to come back way different. Man, focus on your endurance. Get down to about 230 to 235, and you will be successful, my man. I just, the moment gets to all of us sometimes. We all have been in that position, Even in a street fight, when you got those butterflies in your stomach and nervousness, sometimes you don't let your hands go properly. So I can only imagine what that Madison Square Garden environment and everything you had on your shoulders feel like, because, you are human. And I think we had a tendency to think sports stars are more than just that. And at the end of the day, we all need to be mindful that they are humans, and humans are very susceptible to mistakes. We are very flawed creatures. So Anthony Joshua, this is, the work of a champion. So you know what you need to do. Now get it done.
Set that back. This is a setup. They better watch it. They better watch out. Really?
I respect you. I was a fighter. So if I come over for a Liverpool match, can we hang out?
So Anthony Joshua, I just showed that video of Tyron Woodley's mother saying This is a set up, not a setback, because he's going to come back stronger than before. Now, you see this guy, you see all of this happiness. That is everything that you worked for as a child. Now, that fire still burns bright in you, and the true heart of the champion, the warrior, like I know you have, is going to burn even brighter now. So now we just got to go back to the drawing board and get better, ready for what's next. I'm just going through, doing my own little thing right now on here. Just, putting something together, for the champ and all of the champ's fans, and, I'm putting something together on here for Andy Ruiz as well, because he's a wonderful champion and he deserved everything he worked for as well. So, I hope everybody, join this little inspirational video I put together, and just know that, we all go through it. Jared Hurd's going through it. Julian J. Rock Williams went through it, even though he's not champ, and he earned his way. Jamel Charlo Goat was going through it, even though I don't like him. Now, if he rises to the occasion, good for him. When, we are under duress, that's when, we got to, keep our head down, go to the drawing board and come back better than, we did before, man. That's the way it is. Anthony Joshua is a true warrior and a true champion of God. And a wise man always said, it's not how you fall down, but it's how you get back up. And another thing to always remember that my big brother always taught me is tough times do not last, only tough people do. Now, I know that you have one of the toughest genetic makeups there is, mentally, and you have great stock. So I know you'll come back better than ever, champ. Rest up, hold your head high, and get back at it, and dig deep like I know you will.
Diego Corrales said he would go through hell before losing this fight. He may have. Round 10 scheduled for 12.
Time, get over there. Go, time in, let's go.
Tony Weeks checking the tape on the left glove of Castillo. They touch gloves, and here we go again. The WBC WBO unification lightweight title fight. Oh, what a left hook! Castillo and Corrales is down. The mouthpiece comes out.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me. You all right? You want to continue? Okay, here we go. Time. Come here.
They get the mouthpiece back. He was up at 8.
Put it in. Let's go. Here we go.
Joe Goosen trying to get involved. What a dramatic moment here in round 10 as Corrales hits the canvas. Castillo looking to finish it here. He goes down again. Looking to finish it here. He goes down again. Takes the mouthpiece out.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Come here. You all right? I'm gonna penalize you. Taking 1 point off. Time. 1 point off here. 1 point off. 1 point.
Excessive spitting out of the mouthpiece. A point deducted.
Come on. You're spitting out the mouthpiece.
To make matters even worse now in a
Get inside on it now.
dreadful round for Corrales. Down 2 times here in the 10th. Again, Castillo going back to work.
And if Corrales can get through this round, the dynamic of the fight has now changed to the point where he may very well need a knockout.
With 1:35 to go, he's got a long way to go, Corrales.
But he just hurt Castillo with the right hand, or at least pushed him back. That was astonishing, and he hurts him with a hook.
Corrales comes back a straight right. Now Castillo against the ropes. Unbelievable. Ebb and flow. They're all standing here. Mandalay Bay. Corrales coming back after being on the canvas twice here in the 10th. Now Castillo steps
It's all good. It's all good, honey. Rest your heart. It's all good. It's your turn. It ain't his time. It's your time. Be encouraged. You hear me? And keep on working, because it's going to come for you. And you take it to him.
Now, fight fans, we have to respect a gentleman like this because he showed the same championship pedigree that Anthony Joshua showed against Vladimir Klitschko, the greatest heavyweight of our era. Now, when you show that type of stuff, you show that you had the heart and you have the will to win. You have to respect a guy like this. He was 100% a class act. He came out there, he put on a great show, and he performed at the highest level. When MSG, the lights were magnified times 1,000, and on the biggest stage, he wanted it. He reached out to Eddie Hearn and he asked for it, and he delivered. Now, you know, when you have that much belief in yourself and you know what you're destined for, you're going to go out and achieve anything. Now, Eminem said, you need to lose yourself in the moment. And while you're in it, you need to never let it go. You only get one shot. And he made what's needed of his one shot. And now he's blowing up. So, you know, Andy Ruiz has a big task ahead of him in the rematch because he's dealing with a savage. And he knows that. And I think he'll be ready as well. This is just shaping up to be everything that the heavyweight division needs while we were looking at everything else. So congratulations, Andy Ruiz. Hold your head, Anthony Joshua. Even though I've already said that. This is what boxing, heart, soul, your belief, and everything that you worked your life for is all about. I couldn't be happier for an even greater kid. And one thing I could say about all of this, at least I have an American champion that I could be 100% proud of, because he's 1,000 times the man Deontay Wilder is and 10,000 times the fighter. This is all I got for you. As we always say, it costs you nothing to pay a nigga no mind. Inspiration for all those that need it, and congratulations where it's due.